If I'm going to reach out to cash buyers, I find a property on Zillow. It looks like it's completely remodeled, and there's an agent that listed it. And it obviously looks like a fix and flip. And let's assume the agents, owner agent, they bought it, they fixed it up, now they listed it on the market themselves, and now they're flipping that deal. So I'm going to call up that agent and say, let's pretend that agent's name is John. Hey, John, my name's Cody. I saw that your property over there on 123 Main Street, it looked like you had, that was a fix and flip. Are you looking to buy more properties like that in this area? Well, of course, a fix and flipper, if you call me and you say, do I want to buy deals? I say yes. So if they want to buy more deals, you can continue that conversation. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to say, okay, John, awesome. I have actually been selling deals to investors in this area. And I'm curious, if I come across something, would that be something you'd want to take a look at? Yes, I would love to, take a look at the deal. Sometimes you'll have cash buyers. They don't want to talk on the phone for 10 minutes. They just want to get you off the phone. That's okay. Keep calling, keep having conversations until you get the information you need. Okay, John, so I saw your property that you flipped here. It looks like it was listed for $400,000. Now, do you typically only want to buy fix and flips that are in this price point on, where the ARV, the after repaired value, is around $400,000? Cody, I would typically buy anything up to $500,000 ARV as long as it's a good deal. What's a good deal to you? Do you want to make a certain percentage on your money? Is it you want a certain profit that you're making on the deal? Well, I want to make, 10%. Okay, so let me just get that straight. So if you list this property for $400,000, you want to make $40,000 profit? Yep, that's right. Okay, perfect. So John, I see that you listed this property and it's in Mesa, Arizona, or it's in this zip code 85204. Do you just only buy in this zip code, or are you open to deals in other areas? Oh, well, Cody, I would buy any deal that is in the East Valley of Arizona. I'll buy any deal as long as it's a single family home, condo, or a townhome. That's helpful, right? So I'm looking for information. So John, are there any areas that you wouldn't want to buy in the East Valley? If I just sent it to you, you'd be like, no, that's garbage. Don't even waste my time with that. Nope, pretty much anything in the East Valley of Arizona. If the numbers make sense, I'll buy it. Perfect. Last couple questions I have for you. So John, typically what I'll do is I will purchase the property myself to fix and flip it. Or if I have too many projects going on, or I have too much going on at the time, I wholesale these properties. Would you be offended if I assigned a property to you for a profit as long as the numbers still made sense for you? Now, notice the way that I said that. John, would you be offended if I assigned a property to you and I made a profit as long as the numbers still made sense for you? If they're a buyer you want to do business with, they will be okay with it. They're going to be okay with it. And they're going to say, yeah, of course, I don't have a problem with you assigning it as long as the numbers make sense for me. So that's important, because there are some butthole buyers that get pissed off if you make too much money on an assignment fee. Like this, I tell my team this: if you ever have a buyer that questions how much money we are making on a deal, whether they say, oh, like your assignment, like that's too much, or anything like that, blacklisted, never call them again. Block their phone number. They are dead to me. They are dead to our company. Never want to talk to them ever again. That's it. And I have zero remorse for that. If somebody isn't okay with my company making money so that I can support my team and their family and support my family, they are dead to me. And you have to be strict with that. If you do not want to allow buyers to beat you up and to screw you around. So you have to make sure that you have legitimate buyers. That's what you have to be really, really careful of, is making sure that you have real buyers that aren't going to drag you around. So I asked John that, and he's like, yeah, no, I don't have a problem with that. I'll pay whatever for the deal as long as it makes sense for my numbers. And just so you guys know, check this out. Pace and myself, we have paid assignment fees as little as $2,000. We've paid $20,000 assignment fees. We've paid $50,000 assignment fees. I've paid an $85,000 assignment fee because Pace and I still made a bunch of money on that fix and flip. I don't care how much money somebody else is making. And so true buyers are not going to care. Again, maybe they actually do buy, but if they have a problem with the way that you do business and the way that you support your team, their families, and your family, they're not somebody that we're going to do business with. Oh, this is funny. So Rick says, met a buyer who said 40K was his max assignment fee he tolerates. That would be a buyer I would say bye-bye to and have a nice life. As long as the numbers make sense, that's just greed and jealousy, and the buyer is counting your money. The money that you're making, that you had to spend your time, energy, effort, marketing dollars to get a deal, they are pissed off because you had to put in all the blood, sweat, and tears to get that deal. I know I'm kind of, ranting on this topic, guys, but I just want to make it clear. Don't waste your time with people that want to waste your time. So Isaiah says, why not just double close? I will double close if it's going to be an issue with the title company not liking it, liking something going on, or if their lender, like their hard money lender, wouldn't like seeing that big of an assignment fee. I will if it's that case, but I will not double close otherwise. I don't want to waste the funds, whether it's us or the end buyer having to pay, extra fees double closing. So we talked about in that conversation with John, I found out he'll buy any properties up to $500,000. I found out the type of properties he'll buy. I found out the type of areas that he'll buy in. I found out if there was any zip codes or any cities that he would not want to buy in. You can ask him about their strategy. Do you fix and flip? Do you buy and hold as rentals? Are you buying to Airbnb? Do you buy creative finance deals? Do you buy sub twos, seller carries? How are you funding? Obviously, if it's a first conversation, you want to ask that the right way so you're not coming across like, how are you funding this deal? You want to just have that in like an easy tone in the conversation. Okay, so how are you funding your deal? Are you using cash, or are you using hard money, private lenders? The only reason I'm asking is sometimes we get a great deal that pops up and it has to close in 3 or 4 days. How fast can you close by? That's how you want to ask that, instead of how are you paying for these deals? How are you going to close? You want to have it kind of more open, more light. So here's what I would do. So I've identified one buyer's criteria of what type of properties they'll buy. So now what you want to do is go get minimum have that conversation with 5 people. Try to get to 10. Here's the reason that I'm saying this. If you don't have a deal, you've never done a deal, if you talk to 10 true buyers that actually buy fix and flips, that actually buy rentals, that are real true buyers, not just other wholesalers, what you're going to find out is you're going to probably find some sort of trend. Okay, maybe there's a couple outliers in there. One of those might be okay to, go up to $1 million, but within the average of the buyers that you have, they typically buy within a certain range. And this is how you can start to reverse engineer the type of properties that you're marketing at. If I know that within my 10 different buyers I have, the average price point, that the most that they're going to pay is $400,000. Most of them only want to buy single family homes. Most of them only want to buy properties that are 1970s and newer, but not, as new as 2000. Those things that I'm going to uncover within those 10 buyers that I have conversations with is going to allow me to then go and build my list around that. When I'm going to go spend my marketing dollars, well, I'm an order taker. I know that my 10 buyers want to buy all of this type of criteria. I'm going to go pull my list of pre-foreclosure properties that maybe have a value of up to $400,000 max, single family homes only, properties that are 1970 and newer, but not newer than the year 2000. They're only in these 4 zip codes. Those are the areas that I'm going to be focusing on. Now you've built a more custom list for you to market to, and that is the exact demographic of who your buyers actually want to buy from. Instead of you just spending money over here, and just throwing money in these different areas and spending time in these different areas, you can focus on the buyers that actually want to buy in the certain criteria. And so that's how, if you've never done a deal, you can build a buyer's list and become knowledgeable on what people actually buy within your market. If you know nothing about your market, within 1 week, if you have 10 conversations with real buyers, you will know more than probably most real estate agents, because most of them don't know much. And I am a real estate agent, so I don't want to hate on agents, but most of them don't know anything about investing in real estate.